Hello, hello, hello. Hi, it has been so long, and I am making my official triumphant return to life today. Sorry for the break. I feel like this happened in September, where I went back to school and I got a head cold. That happened now. I have been dealing with both a cold and a lot of body pain for the past week, and actually more than a week, probably like 2 weeks now. Luckily, the head cold was over really quickly. It was like 2 days, but pain lasted for a really long time, and it prevented me from writing. It prevented me from really doing anything but just being in survival mode. So I'm sorry for the break, but I'm back and I'm ready to party. It's early this morning, which is why we are at a very awkward angle right now because I need some light. I am gonna go to the gym and then I'm gonna meet my friend to write today. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Megan. I am a writer who is also in school studying to be a librarian technician right now. I'm currently working on an adult horror book. I've written a previous adult fantasy book that I have kind of sitting on a shelf somewhere waiting to be edited, but currently right now it is an adult horror that I'm working on. I don't know if anyone else out there dresses for the gym like they are a celebrity who does not want to be recognized, but that is the vibe that I always have when I go to the gym because I just need like baggy clothes. That's the vibe today. So this is just gonna be like a cozy writing vlog, getting back into writing. I'm really nervous to jump on the page today. Have not written for over a week, which is so frustrating because I initially had a deadline for the end of November, mid-December. Basically by the end of this year, I want to finish this draft and I still think I can do it, but I just really need consistency. Getting back into writing today is going to be very nerve-wracking because the last time I wrote, I kind of just gave up. It was a very frustrating moment. And to be completely honest, I really do just want to finish this draft because it is now turning into my enemy. I'm starting to really not enjoy it, which I feel like happens towards the near end. And then I think at the very end, I'm going to have like a rush of inspiration and feel like I love it again and just want to finish it. Hopefully that makes sense. But my relationship to my work goes like this, depending on what stage I'm at. And currently right now I'm at a low. And we just got to power through and we'll get back to a high. And this draft is going to need a lot of work, but I cannot do it until it is complete, until I know what needs to be worked on. So the goal is to just finish it. So get cozy and let's get into it. Let's go to the gym. Let's go to the library. Let's do this thing. Let's get back into life. We are happy. I'm so happy to be back. So happy to feel like a human again.
Make you confess, tell me your dirty secrets, yo. Get yours fast, let's go. And if they chase us down, don't ever look back, you'll be safe in my arms. Jumped in his car, we hardly spoke, hardly a sound. He couldn't keep his eyes out on the road. He called me a star, he said you're gonna blow 25 kilo till we pass the state line, so we should elope. Right then she got crazy, we just left on the fog lights. Whatever, oh. My memory's hazy, I think we left the fog lights, Under violet strobes, I did this dance he loved. Whispered to him my dirty secrets, yo. Classic vinyl soul, we danced to the trombone. Didn't ever look back as I laid in his arms. Oh, we watched the stars. Oh, he smelled like clothes. He couldn't keep his hands away. No, he couldn't keep me in my clothes. He called me a star. He said, you're gonna blow.
We are back and I am so crunchy. I just feel like every time I sit down, my spine is just... It's a terrible feeling. I tried really hard to correct my posture while typing. So I had my laptop elevated. I was connected to a Bluetooth keyboard that still isn't ideal because the keyboard is really small and the table was a little too high. So I was still like this, but at least my neck and my face wasn't tilted down. And so small steps, I am just going to stretch it out and hope for the best. An update on writing, it was fine. I'm really not going to be as enthusiastic as I normally am because I'm struggling right now with my story. I was talking a little bit about this before, but it's just a struggle bus right now. I had an interesting idea for direction today. I'm excited for the next couple of scenes. I'm still not loving it. I just want to finish it because then I can take my red pen and I can fix it all. So much of my struggles right now have nothing to do with the story itself. It's just perfectionism, and it is so important to just ignore that as much as possible, especially with the first draft. Just ignore it and power through. So much of my experience right now is comparing how I felt with the last draft of my first book. I think I was really lucky when I first started writing my first book because I wasn't overthinking things in the first draft because I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just writing a story, and whatever the story ended up being, it ended up being. At least that's what I thought at the time. Now I know what I'm capable of as a writer, and I know how writing can feel, and I know how I can feel for a story. So it is just really tricky to get down this first draft because it just obviously is a first draft. It doesn't feel like my last draft of my first book felt, because the last draft of my first book just feels so amazing. I love that story. I'm very proud of it. I love my characters. They are real to me. They are vivid. The story makes sense and the plot is succinct. Whereas I feel obviously with this one, it's just a lot of, could this work? Is this what the character would say? What's the tone here? And I'm just gonna power through. So we're gonna keep going. I am going to not keep going today because it's actually Friday. The day is done. First, I'm gonna stretch because I just need to uncrunch my spine. And stretching really helps. Yoga has really been helping me.
Let's keep on the fog lights and go. Right then she got crazy. We just left on the fog lights. Whatever, oh. My memory's hazy. I think we left the fog lights. Right then she got crazy. We just left on the
We just turned 23. It was the world versus you and me. We were both head over heels. Yeah, you remember how that feels. We thought we would win somehow. We're laughing at that now. It all fell apart. It felt like you were holding my hurting heart. We swore we'd try again.
Are you using the audio now?
I think we'll see.
We'll see. When? Who will see? When?
Thursday, Megan, afternoon,
If
we'll be like,
Megan,
is this good?
if Megan, listen, editing, Megan. This is who you are. This is what you think.
You don't have to be this way.
You can put that in.
Look back and smile someday.
Hello. It's Monday. It's Monday morning. It's actually just after 8, and I have spent the morning reading and trying really hard not to freak out about the beginning part of this week, because from now until Wednesday, I have 4 things due at school. I have a test in about 2 hours, which I am looking forward to being done with. And then later today, I have to basically write a report, which is going to be really hard. And then tomorrow I have an assignment, which I've already done. And then Wednesday I have a really big test. So basically this beginning of the week is just going to be focused on school, but I am still going to write. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write for about an hour this morning. It's been really hard because I just have not been able to write as much as I want at the very beginning of the week. I feel like from Monday to Wednesday, I'm often just really, really focused on school. I have class for essentially all day, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I often have tests or assignments that I have to complete, and I try really hard to get them done on the weekend, but sometimes I can't. Sometimes I want to relax, and so not writing on Tuesday and Wednesdays it's just been really difficult for me, and I've been trying to just chill a little bit and forgive myself. It is nice to start my Monday mornings with an hour of writing though. I've been able to do that because my classes don't actually start till 10. So I'm gonna do that today and try really hard not to get down at all. Let's just not get down, because you know what? It's the beginning of the week and I have a very exciting week.
Why do we dance in the moonlight? Must be a reason why. Why don't we make love in the daytime? Must be a reason why. I discovered a box full of Polaroid pictures. Colors were faded, man, I miss them. Ain't no place that I would rather be. Why do we dance in the moonlight? Must be a reason why. Why don't we make love in the daytime? Must be a reason.
So I am done my test and it went okay. It was all short answer. Almost all of it was short answer, and I really dislike short answer, especially in a technical program, because it is so specific. There's no theory. You just either know the material or you don't. It can be daunting in a short answer to know whether or not the answer you are providing is the specific answer they want. So I also wrote like 1,000 words today, which I was not expecting. It was so hard, and I was expecting to like look at my word count and be disappointed that I only wrote like 600 words, but no, over 1,000 words. Who is she? That feels great. The story is faltering significantly, and while I have an ending and I feel like the ending is pretty good, I just have no will to write it right now. But I'm so close to being done. I think I have like 8 more scenes. So I really think in like the next week or 2 I can finish this draft. And that is massive, and I'm so excited about that. I think as a treat, when I'm finished this draft, I'm gonna go back to my first book and draft out the second book in that series. And not draft it out, actually, that would be crazy, but write a summary of it. I think that will feel really good to just have an outline done, and I think it will be a nice little treat to be back in a story where I'm confident in again. I want to be clear though, because I think that this story that I'm currently writing and struggling in can be great, and I think that's part of the struggle. Is I think I'm just wanting to be in the third draft stage when I'm very much still in the first draft, and I can see the potential in this story. I just can't quite get there yet. I think that this is all part of the process, is drafting and seeing the story grow and shape it into something that you can be really proud of. I think I'm proud of the plot, but the story and the writing just needs to be better, and it will be. And the great news is it's going to be under 50K, so I will be able to add so much flair and so much magic to it. And I know I could make this more fun. I know I could take more time with it. I know I've only been writing this for a few months now, pretty much since my Story Genius video. I've been seriously drafting this story. So it's a very short turnaround for a first draft, in my opinion. I mean, at least it took me like 5 years to write my first book, whereas this book, I'm like, it's been less than a year. And so there's also that, like, there's so many factors that are making it difficult. But with this story, I think that it could turn into something really great, and I could make this draft more fun for myself to write, but I just don't want to yet. I don't want to overwrite and add all the magical flair and then have to change it because certain things have been changed, or I get feedback on various things, or I think of new ideas. While I'm writing, I have already ideas on how to fix it and make it better. I'm just not wanting to go back and do that yet. Hopefully that makes sense. But so I'm gonna stretch a little bit, and then I'm gonna hunker down and basically do schoolwork for the rest of the day.
If you thought that you loved me, well, trust me, you didn't. The proof's in your lies and your toxic decisions. Temptation crept in, it didn't take much convincing. I'm not sure what love is, but I know what it isn't. Begging me to listen, say you learned your lesson. Swearing on your mother they were minor indiscretions. If you could go back, you would change it in a second. So what that you were drinking, lost in blurry vision. Cause we both know the vodka didn't put you in the linens. Strangers to lovers and under a million. If you thought that you loved me, well, trust me, you didn't. The proof's in your lies and your toxic decisions. Temptation crept in, it didn't take much convincing. I'm not sure what love is, but I know what it isn't. But I know what it isn't.
Oh, hello. You're probably gonna hear so many background noises because not only is my cat playing, but Tom is playing a game in the background. And also, I just got out of the shower. So we're gonna do it like this. I think that this is a good way to update you because it's Wednesday night, and this is the part of vlogging that's really stressing me out lately. Is all of my beginning of the week is just dedicated to school. Tuesday and Wednesday, I barely have time to read, let alone write, let alone vlog, because I either have a test or an assignment. In this case, I had multiple, and then I'm just at school all day, and it's really, really awkward to pull out a camera and like film myself around people. We are looking at the end of the week, and I'm really looking forward to it. I am definitely gonna write tomorrow a little bit, and I'm definitely gonna write Friday a little bit. So I'm gonna film that, and I think it's going to be great. I'm excited to get back into it. I'm excited to be done. All of those things are true. I just can't wait to be done with this. I'm already starting to dream about what I'm gonna work on next. I have so many options and I have so many things that I think I might attempt to do multiple projects at once. I can't believe I'm almost done. I didn't think that I would get here. I think I really just needed to prove to myself that I could write another book, and we're almost at the finish line, and I'm definitely gonna vlog it. I'll definitely capture it.
One night I went to sleep at the end of a long week, and I thought you seemed withdrawn. Well, the truth always comes out
Now yours has through someone else's mouth, and right now I can't move on. You're telling yourself it's to protect me, so you hid away a crucial part of me. And I can't let this go, even though you've said you're sorry, 'cause you lied to me about me. Now I sit at home figuring things out on my own, 'cause you took this way too far.
Hello. I'm going to a concert, so I thought I would do a quick writing update while I got ready. Today was a huge struggle. Like, such a big struggle. This ending of this book is such a struggle. I feel like I'm not really riding the wave, you know, that like creative high that you get when you feel inspired. I don't have that right now. And even though I'm so close to the end, I'm just not feeling that. Instead, I'm just feeling a like general, I just want to get to the end. The really, really great news is that I only have 5 scenes left, and I can pretty much write a scene a day if I'm focusing. I really struggled through a scene today, but I was determined to just keep going and get through it, and that's exactly what I did. Allowed myself to take a little bit of a break and go to the gym, and I think that that was really crucial to finishing the scene, because I think it just let me break it up ever so slightly. I'm doing little space buns. Well, that didn't work out because I'm trying to work around the camera. Did you see how flawlessly I did the other one? And this one, it's like my hands have forgotten how to work. Hold on, I need to do this closer to the mirror. That is good enough for tonight. It's not like I'm gonna finish this project and have absolutely no idea where to go, which is exactly what happened when I finished my first book. I had nothing. I mean, I had the second book in that series, but ultimately I just didn't really feel like writing it. I wanted to take a break. I wanted to try to write something different. The band that I'm going to see tonight is called Half Moon Run. They're a Canadian band and they're so good. They're phenomenal. They're probably one of my favorite bands, and I'm so excited. I've been waiting for them to come to Ontario for a really long time. It's already dark outside, so I feel like this is the only lighting. But here is the final look. I'm gonna go to a concert now, and we will pick back up writing tomorrow. If you're going to use something with hyaluronic acid in a dry environment, you want to moisturize. Let's get the day started.